ठीक है, फिर अब वो चालू करते हैं, वर्क पावर एनर्जी।
हम्म
ओके, सो इसको शॉर्ट फॉर्म में WPE भी बोलते हैं।
हम्म
सो यूड सी, इसमें तीन चीजें हैं। फर्स्ट इज वर्क, सेकंड इज पावर, एंड थर्ड इज एनर्जी। And this chapter necessarily acts as a introduction and a means to calculate all of these three. Okay, so
ओके
we'll proceed. Uh, पहले first we'll deal with work. What
हम्म
is work? Types of work, how to calculate work and all.
या
Then we'll proceed to power and energy simultaneously.
हम्म या
Okay,
ओके
so पहला चीज, what do you think is work?
So work we can say as force into displacement. So when a force is applied, a body moves some kind of distance so that the work done, it did some work. That's what it means,
Yep,
basically.
uh, almost correct. But suppose, हाँ, okay, force into displacement. So
One second.
हाँ,
Yeah.
so whenever we'll deal with work, that would be mechanical work, right?
Hmm.
And मतलब क्यों इसलिए distinction, like suppose you are carrying a box, like a coolie carries a box, all your
Hmm.
luggage, na, so he is also doing work. But
Hmm.
that is, if he is just keeping the luggage on his head, that isn't mechanical work. That isn't counted as
Hmm.
work. But still, energy is consumed in it. So that is a different thing. So whenever we'll talk of work, we'll talk of mechanical work, and it is not just regular life work.
Hmm.
Like people say, I have to work hard. That doesn't mean it's a mechanical work.
Yeah.
So, um, so mechanical work. So how is it defined then? So first of all, it is a scalar product. It is a scalar quantity.
Hmm.
So if it is a scalar product, that means it is a scalar quantity, and you already know what are scalars and vectors.
Yep.
And what is the scalar product? So, oh, okay,
Uh,
huh,
so we can say AB cos theta.
yep. So
Yeah.
the components that are involved in the scalar product are force and displacement, as I already told. So
Hmm.
work is defined as F dot S, where force is F and S is the displacement of the body.
Hmm.
Okay. So we can also write it as you already know, dot product. This is known as Fs cos theta, where theta would be the angle between F and S. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we also defined work as force vector, displacement vector, magnitude, and this. Okay. So both of these
Hmm.
definitions are the same necessarily.
Hmm.
And right. Suppose if I tell you ki ha, there is a mass m and I am applying some force F on it at
Hmm.
an angle theta. So what would happen
Okay.
necessarily if I assume there is no friction? Then,
Okay.
and if I assume, so if I'm pulling it and the movement is towards right.
Hmm.
Okay. And I say that it has covered some distance s.
Hmm.
What would happen? It would come here.
Yeah.
This is mass m. This is F. And this is the angle theta. So the work done
Hmm.
I defined as F dot S. Okay,
Yeah.
so work done is necessarily defined with respect to a force.
Okay.
So when I say calculate the work done, that is incomplete
Hmm.
until and unless I say calculate the work done by this F, by force F, or
Hmm.
say by gravity, or say by electrostatic force between two protons and so on. Okay,
Hmm.
so work is defined always with respect to a force. And how do we calculate work? In this case, suppose I say that this is the total displacement of the object. So the total
Hmm.
displacement of the object is S here, like this. And we know that force is being applied like this at an angle theta, right?
Yeah.
So F S cos theta would be the work done by force
Hmm.
F
Hmm.
on the on mass m, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And what we can alternatively define it as, so work done is force multiplied, okay, work done is displacement times the force in the direction of displacement. Okay, मतलब समझ में आया?
Hmm. Yeah.
In the above example only, जैसे
Hmm.
our displacement was in the towards right, but our force is at an angle theta with it, है ना?
Hmm.
And we found out the work done was Fs cos theta, right?
Yeah.
And if you see what is Fs cos theta, we can uh, write it as F cos theta times S.
Yeah.
And what is F cos theta? The component of force in the direction of displacement.
Yep.
Okay. So units. What is the unit of work?
Joule.
Yep, joule, and joule is defined as Newton meter, force into
Yep.
displacement, right? Okay. फिर say if I say that theta is equals to 0 degrees, the angle between force and displacement is 0 degrees now.
Hmm.
Okay, so in that case, what would be work? F dot S.
FS.
Yep, it would be simply the magnitude of both of these.
Hmm.
Now, if I say theta is equals to 180 degrees, now what would happen?
So force is in the opposite direction.
Yep,
So minus Fs.
huh. So it would be minus Fs. So we see that there is negative work in this case.
Hmm.
Huh.
Yep.
What is negative and positive work we'll define in a bit.
Hmm.
But till now मतलब मेरे ख्याल से कोई डाउट नहीं होगा.
Hmm.
सपोज अब तुम एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करो या फिर
Hmm.
मैं ही करता हूँ. लेट्स से suppose there is a block of mass 10 kgs and I have applied a force of 50 newtons on it towards right, and I said that the coefficient of friction is 0.1, and I said find the work done by 50 newtons and friction force on mass of 10 kg, on mass 10 kgs when displaced by 5 meters. So how we'll do it कि पहले we need to know what is the value of the forces that are being applied. So we know 50 Newton is being applied on 10 kgs mass and is
Hmm.
displayed by 5 Newton.
Hmm.
So work done by 50 Newton force, we can simply write as 50 into 5, because obviously if it is moving, if the block is moving, then it would move in the direction of 50 Newton. Right? So it cannot
Hmm.
move in the direction of friction.
Hmm. Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
force and the displacement would be in the same direction,
Yep.
and the theta between them would be 0. So we can directly write it as 250 joules.
But friction की वजह से it'll become less, right?
What? Work done by 50 Newton.
हाँ, it'll decrease because of the friction, right?
Mm, so that is an different concept. So what I'm trying to say here is कि I need to calculate the work done by a force. Okay. I'm not calculating ki what would be the total energy change in the mass 10 kgs. I'm saying ki there is some force that is being applied at some, like similar to what was done above. In this case, I applied a force at an angle theta. So I'm interested in calculating the work done by the force, not necessarily interested in what is the energy change in mass.
So ये जो 250 है, that's not the final work done, right?
The total work done on 10 kgs. No,
Hmm.
no,
Okay.
that is not the case.
Hmm. Okay.
This
Okay.
is only the work done by 50 Newton.
Yep.
And as we'll see, matlab, 10 to 15 minutes from now, so this necessarily is the energy given in 10 kgs by this 50 Newton force. This is the energy increment in the 10 kgs block.
Hmm.
So, and if we calculate the work done by friction force, that would be F into S minus F into S, obviously. Fs cos theta, so theta would be, so what would happen necessarily? If it is moving, so 50 newtons would be applied to the right, and since it's
Hmm.
moving, so there would be a kinetic friction towards the
Hmm.
towards back. Its value would be nu into n. So, and the displacement is towards right and the force is towards left. The angle between
Yeah.
them is 180 degrees, so it would be negative first, we know, and that would be equal to Fk into 5, right?
Hmm.
Now, what
Yeah.
is Fk? Nu into n. And what is nu?
Hmm.
0.1 into n. N is 100.
100. One sec. हाँ. Yeah. So
So this would be 10 newtons, है ना?
हाँ.
0.1
Yeah.
to 100. And the displacement is 5, and we'll get the value of work done by friction force would be minus 50 joules, right?
Got it.
And
Yep.
if it was told to you, अब जैसे there is no other force that is acting on 10 kgs blocks, right? There is
Hmm. Hmm.
there is another force. There are normal forces and gravitational forces that are acting, right?
But that's in Y.
Yep. No,
So.
मतलब, okay, that's in Y, but still, uh, we should know what is happening. So if we
Hmm.
calculate the work done by normal and mg, so what would happen? The
Hmm.
displacement is along x, and the force is towards y. The angle between them is 90 degrees. So we know when there are perpendicular vectors, the dot product is 0 in
Hmm.
that case. So that is why the work done by these forces, normal and mg, would be
Yes,
equal to
yeah.
0. And if it was told to you, find the total work done on 10 kgs object, 10 kgs block, so 10 kg पे there is 50 Newton force that is acting, friction mg and normal. Mg and normal we already know is 0. So total
Hmm.
work done on 10 kg block would be 250 Newton minus 50 Newton.
Minus 50.
That would be 200 joules. So
Hmm.
200 joule is necessarily the increment in the energy of 10 kgs. अभी हम देखेंगे what is energy and all, but you know, मतलब कि थोड़ा सा फील आ रहा होगा कि what would be happening actually. We are providing some energy. That is why the block is moving, right? If there was no energy increment, that block would have been at rest.
Yeah. Got
ठीक है.
it.
So
So
हाँ.
instead of calculating work done 2 times, we can do it in once itself, right? जैसे क्या था? MA is equal to 50 minus 10, right?
So net force, we're talking about net force
Hmm.
in right, in the
Yeah.
direction of displacement.
So net force is 50 minus 10, which is 40,
हाँ, we can do that.
right?
To find the
Then
total
40
work
into
done,
5.
हाँ, to find the total work done on
Hmm.
any object, you can do that. But there are many situations when we are interested in finding the particular work done by a
Huh.
particular force, है ना? So in that case,
Got
we
it.
should know कि हाँ, how should we calculate that?
Yeah. Okay.
So in this example, we saw an important aspect. So work done
Hmm.
by different forces on the same object can be different, right?
Hmm.
The work done by 50 Newton was not equal to work done by friction. So that is
Hmm.
an important thing, that different forces can have different work done. And we
Got it.
also saw that the work done by gravitation and normal is equals to zero. Why? Because they are necessarily forming a right angle with the direction of displacement.
Hmm.
Okay.
Fine.
Now suppose I say there is an incline that is forming an angle theta with the horizontal, and there is a mass that is kept at the top of it, m, and the length of the incline from top to bottom is L. And I say that it starts sliding and it comes down to the bottom eventually. And I tell you ki find the work done by gravitational force and normal reaction from the incline. ठीक
No
है?
friction.
No friction.
Okay. Minus L into mg sine theta.
Minus,
Mg sine theta into L, I think.
okay, minus.
Hmm.
This is work done by gravitational force
Yep.
and work done by normal.
No, that's what I'm thinking. Will there be any work done by normal?
Why do you think that there would be no work?
If we see its x direction, work done will be like acceleration is like this, right?
Hmm.
So it's not, if we see with respect to the m axis, it's not really in y axis. The work done is only in x axis.
Hmm. Right. So they are
So normal
perpendicular to each other,
force,
right? हाँ.
yeah, so work done by normal is zero.
Yep. So ये तो सही है, work done by normal. But there is a sign difference in work done by gravitation. It should be positive mg by L. Why? Let's see. देखो.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
है ना?
LMG sine theta.
Yep.
Yep.
So इसका easy फंडा है. Whenever you see that mass is moving downwards, so work done by
Hmm.
gravitation would always be positive because gravity is
Yep.
pulling it down and the direction is
Hmm.
also of displacement is also down.
Hmm. Yep.
So that would make the work done positive. And
Got it.
normal ka you already told कि it is perpendicular to the direction of displacement. So that would be
Hmm.
zero, right? Nice. अब सपोज, हाँ, सो दिस इज एन इंटरेस्टिंग एस्पेक्ट, इसका ध्यान देना. सो सपोज देयर इज अ बाउल and I say that there is a small mass kept at the bottom of it. ठीक है. So this is a small mass. Say its mass is m, and I applied a force F in the horizontal direction. Okay, and
Okay.
the radius of the ball is r. Uh, okay, and I said कि ऐसे force लगाया है. So the mass starts moving and it rises up such that now it is at an angle of theta from here. Okay, and the force is always towards horizontal. The force direction is never
Hmm.
changing. Okay. So if I say you कि find the work done by force in this example, ये समझ में आ गया ना? So how the things are going on. Force is always towards horizontal. The force direction is never
Yep.
changing, but mass rises, and now it is at an angle of theta from the vertical.
So what's the distance?
Hmm. That you have to think about कि क्या होगा. पहले ट्राई कर लो. इट्स ओके, मतलब अगर ना हो.
In the second position, where will F be acting on uh, the M?
Hmm. F लग रहा होगा. Why? मतलब क्यों नहीं लग रहा होगा? Suppose rather than saying this is a bowl, suppose it was um it was a bead in a metal wire. So I am just pulling a bead with the help of a magnet, है ना?
Okay.
So the bead would rise, and the force would always be here because my magnet is always here.
Hmm.
So force यहाँ पे है. So what do you want to ask? कि हम force कैसे लग रहा होगा?
So when we draw its FBD, कहाँ पे लग रहा होगा force?
Okay. हाँ, so what would happen? इस एंगल पर if we see, एक तो mg नीचे लग रहा है ना? हाँ, एक सेकंड, मेरा
Hmm.
नीचे नहीं दिख रहा. So there is mg acting downwards. This is a
Okay.
force F, है ना? Towards horizontal. towards right, and there would be a normal reaction, right? There would be normal reaction as well. And since this angle is theta, uh, this vertical angle, so this angle would also be theta.
Hmm.
ये वाला angle from horizontal is theta, right?
Hmm.
And this
Hmm.
angle would also be theta. So normal would be balancing both mg and f. Normal would be such that it is balancing both mg and f. So normal का cos theta component would balance mg, and normal sin theta component would balance f.
Isn't it n is equal to mg cos theta?
नहीं नहीं, n cos theta is equal to mg. See, क्या हो रहा है necessarily? If you keep a, ऐसा सोचो ना, so if you kept a mass on an incline, so normal is actually balancing.
Normal तो surface से लग रहा है, right?
हाँ
So it'll always be perpendicular to the surface.
हाँ, so इसमें भी यही हो रहा है ना. So this is a curved surface, this would always be perpendicular. So if I draw a tangent
Hmm.
at this point where it is,
Hmm.
normal would always be perpendicular to that. इसमें भी if I draw here,
Yeah, exactly.
yep, so mg would be acting here, and normal would be in this direction towards center always.
Oh, okay. पर अगर हम uh, उस ब्लॉक का एक्सिस बनाएं with respect to the axis of the block, it'll be n is equal to mg cos theta.
N cos theta would be equal to mg, because normal is actually balancing, right? So तुम खींच रहे हो, suppose, है ना, you are pulling this block somewhere. So what is preventing it from breaking this surface of the bowl or wire, whatever it is? So what is preventing it from doing that? Normal force, right? Normal force being exerted there because of the forces that are acting on it, that is preventing it from breaking it, right? Breaking the surface and all. So ऐसा सोचो, if you are pushing a block on the ground with some force, you are pushing it,
Hmm.
so normal force would increase, right? And normal force would be such that it is balancing all the mg as well as the force that we have exerted. Similarly,
Hmm.
in this case, what is happening? कि mg is pulling it somewhere, है ना, and force is pulling it somewhere, and the consequence is that normal force has increased uh, such that its vertical component, as I already told you, n cos theta, would be balancing mg, and its sin theta component would be balancing f.
Okay.
Or you can
Hmm.
always say कि the effective force, if you take the effective force, that would be this under root of mg square plus f square, right?
Hmm.
This would be equal to n. Effectively, the force acting here in this direction would be mg square plus f square. This would be balancing n,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
So you can
Yeah.
easily say that n, it would not be equal to mg cos theta, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But
Got it.
इसमें
Got it.
इसमें ये सब का जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा in this question. This is fairly very easy problem. मैं तो ये explain करता because I wanted you to be clear कि हाँ what is happening and why it won't be whatever it is not. देखो, work done I defined as F dot S.
Hmm.
Simple, right?
Yep.
So मैं ऐसा ही क्वेश्चन दूंगा, वॉट एवर आई टॉट यू उसी वही यूज हो रहा होगा, नथिंग एल्स, राइट?
Hmm.
कोई
Yeah.
अलग से चीज नहीं होगा. अब नाउ, अरे wait a second. अब what is f dot s is equals to fs cos theta.
Hmm.
So is it f s cos theta or f cos theta into s? which
F
is correct?
cos theta into S.
F cos theta into S. So this is right. This is also right. Both of these are
Yeah.
correct. Okay. So अब इसमें देखो क्या हो रहा है. So why I'm saying this? Why is this important? Because अब देखो तुम्हारा F is always in this direction, right?
Hmm.
And if I use this definition, F uh, into S cos theta. So what is the net
Hmm.
displacement of this object? It was initially at the bottom.
Hmm.
It went to some place, है ना? That is at an angle
Hmm.
theta, right?
Yep.
On the surface. And this is R. So this is the net displacement, right?
Yep.
Now why is this formula relevant? What is this saying is that we need to multiply force and the direction and the component of displacement in the direction of force.
Yep.
In the direction of force. And what the earlier interpretation was saying that we used in the block example where the force was acting at an angle theta from it. We
Hmm.
said this, right? Force
Yeah.
component in the direction of displacement. So this was
Hmm.
force component in the direction of displacement times displacement. And both of these are 100% correct.
Yeah.
It depends on our convenience what we want to use. So
Hmm.
if we wanted to use this definition, what would have been the consequences? So so if we wanted to use this, then you see her time instant per the displacement is changing, right?
Hmm.
So you would have to take component of force in the direction of displacement. That component would always be changing, right, with respect to time,
Yeah.
and that would not be possible without introducing integration, right? क्योंकि time dependence है, and to get the
Hmm.
total thing you need to integrate.
Okay.
So what should we do? दूसरा definition use करके देखते हैं. That is f into s cos theta.
S cos theta.
So this is f. Now s ये है. F is
Hmm.
always in this direction. S is this. So we need to multiply s component s into f. S components in f direction. So what would be s components in f direction? So if this is s
Okay.
and दोबारा बनाता रुको. This is pretty bad.
S cos whatever the angle between them is. That's the answer.
Uh, so what is s? That is the problem, right? वो तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. f, f, and we assume that there is s, but we don't know what is s, and we also know the angle between them, right? But
Do
we
we
don't
know the
know.
angle between them?
Yep. Why? देखो.
What's the angle?
अरे एक तो मेरे से अच्छे से बन नहीं रहा. I don't know what is wrong with me. Okay. हाँ देखो. Now this
Hmm.
is the displacement, right? And this is a
Yep.
force always.
Hmm.
So if this angle is theta, we don't know the angle between them. Okay.
Exactly.
But
Question's wrong.
देखो, f into s cos theta, right?
What is S cos theta?
Hmm.
R. It can't be
S
R.
no, S cos theta is the डिस्प्लेसमेंट इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स. फोर्स तुम्हारा इज हॉरिजॉन्टल ऑलवेज है ना.
Hmm.
So what is the horizontal displacement of the block? This much that I have dotted here. This is the horizontal displacement of the block.
Yep.
And what would be the value of this? So if this is r, this is the radius, right?
Hmm.
This would be r sine theta. What? Why? Because ये r है. This angle is theta. We are interested in this. This would be r sine theta, right?
Okay. हाँ हाँ हाँ.
So
Yep.
अब क्या है? We know what is the horizontal displacement of the block. We know what is the horizontal force that was acting. That was F. So work done by force is equals to Fr sine theta. So what is the concept that you need to remember from this question? Work done by force is equals to component of displacement in the direction of force times the force. एंड ये कंसेप्ट बहुत ज़्यादा यूजफुल होगा आगे भी, बहुत ज़्यादा. सो यू नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस. ओके, अब थोड़ा सा लेट्स स्टेप डाउन अ बिट एंड थोड़ा सा इजी एग्जांपल देते हैं. सो
सीवी का क्वेश्चन था क्या?
ये वाला
Hmm.
आई थिंक सो. आई डोंट
Okay.
रिमेंबर एग्जैक्टली बट आई थिंक सो.
Fine.
अब ये वाला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. सपोज देयर इज अ पुली. At one end of the pulley there is a mass 1 kg and at the other end there is 2 kg mass. So I have told you कि हाँ forces क्या होंगे, what is work done. So you need to find work done by gravitation force and tension force on each mass when 2 kg mass moves
Oh.
down by 3 meters. अब यू नो व्हाट इज द डिस्प्लेसमेंट. मूव कर रहा है 2 kg ब्लॉक अगर नीचे 3 मीटर से, 1 kg ब्लॉक वुड ऑब्वियसली मूव अप बाय 3 meters.
Hmm. Yep.
So what would be the work done by tension and the gravity separately? You would have to calculate them separately on each of the masses. So work done by tension on 1 kg, work done by tension on 2 kg, work done by gravity on 1 kg, and work done by gravity on 2 kg. These are the four
Okay.
values that you need to calculate.
Work done by tension will be same on both, right?
Yep. But the direction, but okay, magnitude would be the same, but there will be sign differences because tension on 1 kg would be in the same direction as the displacement of 1 kg, but tension of 2 kg would be in the opposite direction of displacement of 2 kg, right? क्योंकि 2 kg नीचे move कर रहा है, so it is opposite to the direction displacement. Whereas for 1 kg it would be in the same direction as that the displacement of 1 kg. So magnitude wise it would be same, but sign would be opposite.
Hmm.
कितना आया value?
For tension, it's Gn minus G.
Tension is Gn minus G.
Yep.
Okay. And 1 kg पे gravitational work.
I think that's 3G. No, wait. Yeah, 3G. And on 2 kg, it'll be 6G. No. 6G. Yeah.
Uh, वो 1 kg पे तो माइनस होगा ना, -3g.
Oh, अच्छा हाँ ऊपर जा रहा है. Okay, okay.
ये बहुत ज़्यादा
Yep.
इंपॉर्टेंट है. साइन इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट इन दिस. यू कैन नॉट मेस अप इन साइन, क्योंकि where there would be energy loss you would report कि हाँ there is energy gain in the system. तो
Got it.
1 kg पे that would be -3g and 2 kgs पे that would be +6g.
Yep.
And for the tension force, टेंशन कितना आया वैसे इसमें? 2g minus t is equals to 2a and t minus g is equals to a. So if I
G
multiply
by
this
3.
by 2, I multiply this by 2, multiply with this by 2 and subtract both of these. हाँ, ये क्या हो गया? Wait a second. T minus g is equals to a. And if I add both of these together, g would be equal to a, 3a would be equal to g by 3, and tension is equals to 4g by 3. And displacement I told you is 3 meters. So tension force work done
Hold.
on 1 kg block would be, tension is in this direction, displacement is also in this direction for 1 kg, displacement is 3 meters. This would be equal to 4g. And for 2 kg's mass would be minus 4g.
Oh, yeah, it's 2G. Okay. हाँ ठीक है ठीक है. Yep. 2G. Okay.
So what do you need to take from this question is, पहले तो you need to calculate how what would be the value of tension, how um, displacement is for both of the blocks. So for
Hmm.
2 kgs if it is downwards, so for 1 kg it would be the same value, but it would be upwards because string is of constant length, right?
Yep.
And net work done by tension force is equals to 0, right?
Oh,
For
yeah. Yeah.
for
4G minus 4G.
minus
Yep.
4g and plus 4g, so it would be 0. And for 1 kgs, the mass work done by gravity is minus 3g. For
Hmm.
2 kgs, it is plus 6g. Okay.
Hmm.
So what does this minus and plus mean? What does negative or positive work mean? See, it's quite simple.
Force is in
हाँ.
the opposite direction. That's it.
Okay, मतलब वो तो ठीक है. Force and displacement are in opposite direction. That is मतलब okay. But in essence, positive work mean we give energy to the, we give it energy basically on whatever you are doing work, है ना? You are giving it energy basically, and it would be basically for theta from 0 to 90 degrees, obviously. since then only the dot product would be positive.
Hmm.
And negative work mean we are extracting energy from it. See, I haven't defined what energy is basically, but you know what energy is, right?
Yep.
Okay. So for that would be valid for theta from 90 degrees to 180 degrees, obviously, since then only the dot product would be negative.
Hmm.
Okay. And हाँ कोई डाउट तुमको अभी तक?
No.
Okay. Hmm. तो मैंने तुमको वो बताया what is force, how do we what is work and how do we calculate it, है ना?
Hmm.
And suppose ये तो चलो ठीक था, but I give you forces and displacement in vectors, so how do you calculate work in that case? So suppose I tell you कि हाँ a force is acting, so force is 2i cap plus 3j cap minus 4k cap that acts on a body and displaces it from say 210 to 342, then you'd have to find the work done. So how would you do that? Simply, the work is equals to force into displacement, force F dot S.
Hmm.
Force I've already given you, है ना? Now we need to know what is this S. So S is basically the displacement. What would be displacement? The final position minus the initial position.
Yep.
And what is the final position? This is the final position.
Hmm.
And this is the initial position. So
Yeah.
S vector simply can be 3 minus 2 I
I
cap plus 3j
3
cap
I cap. Oh, sorry. Yeah, J cap
plus
plus
2,
2 K cap.
right? So
Yeah.
work done would be F dot S, that is 2 I cap plus 3j cap minus 4k cap dot with I cap plus 3j cap plus 2k cap. This would be equal to I cap dot I cap 1 होता है और बाकी सब 0 होता है. So this would
Hmm.
be 2 plus 9 minus 8, that would be equal to 3 joules.
Hmm. Yep.
इसीलिए we study vectors or the mathematical preliminaries. अब यहाँ से तुमको you would start feeling why those were important.
Yep.
So easy है.
Hmm.
अब suppose I told you कि दो forces act कर रहा है इस बारी. So there is force F1 that is 2i cap plus 4k cap, and there is another force F2 that is 3j cap plus 2k cap that acts on a body and displaces it from 100 to 211. So you need to find the net work done. Net work done.
So we just add up the forces, right?
So you can find the net force and multiply it with the displacement. That would be fine. There will be no problem with that.
$11.
Yep. सही है.
Okay.
It will be 11 joules. So far so good.
Hmm.
Now suppose there are variable forces. Now, what do I mean by that variable forces? So these are fixed forces, right? These values won't
Hmm.
were not changing. But suppose there is a force that say changes with the position of the body, or that might change with time or something. Well, that is variable, that is not constant.
Hmm.
For example, if force were equal to 2x I cap,
Okay. Hmm.
okay. So, and if I told you what would be the work done in this case, if it was displaced, it was displaced from x is equals to 1 to x is equals to 3. The movement is also
Okay.
along x-axis and the force is also along x-axis, right?
Hmm.
So what would we do in that case? See, you cannot use f into x in this case, right?
Yeah. So we
F,
put like initial uh, force will be 2 I cap, final will be 6 I cap,
hmm.
basically. Then I think we do 6 I cap minus 2 I cap into 2.
नहीं ये no, we
No?
don't do that. No,
Okay.
no.
Got it. Yep.
So अब देखो क्या होगा. So at x is equals to 1, the force, as you say,
Hmm.
would be equal to 2 Newton, है ना?
Hmm.
Now x is equals to 2 comes, so f force would, so in between also the x values would come, right? ऐसा नहीं कि हाँ
Yep.
एकदम से jump कर गया.
Hmm.
X is equals to 2 पे the force would be 4, x is equals to 3 पे the force would be 6.
Hmm.
And the force value would continuously increase along the way. Okay, there is no doubt about
Hmm.
that. So how
Yep.
would we calculate work in this kind of a messed up system? It's
Hmm.
quite simple. कि suppose करो, suppose मैं ऐसे बना ही देता हूँ. This is x is equals to 1. This is x is equals to 3. Right?
Hmm.
Now suppose I am at an x. Okay, I am
Hmm.
at some x. What would the value of force? That would be 2x.
Yep.
Now I displace from x to x plus dx.
Okay. Hmm.
So the displacement would be dx.
Yep.
It would be displacement.
Hmm.
And this is the force,
Yeah.
right? So from this, what you can say, the work done in moving from x to x plus dx, how much you would say that? F into dx, force times the
Yep.
displacement, that is 2x times displacement. And if you want to write it in a orderly way, you can write it as final position minus initial position,
Okay.
right? So that would be simply dx, 2x dx, right? So this is a work
Hmm.
done in moving from x to x plus dx. This is a really small work. I can write it as dw, right? It is infinitely small work for an infinitely small displacement. So dw would be equal to 2x dx. Work done total, we could simply integrate it. That would be equal to 2x dx integration from the initial
Hmm.
position to the final position, right?
Yeah.
We are adding small works together, and that is basically integration, right? जैसे
Hmm.
हमने पहले बोला भी था, that integration is necessarily the area under the work, area under the curve, right?
Yeah.
So वो भी ध्यान रखना. So
Yep.
okay, so we got work is equals to 2x dx integration from initial to final position. And what is initial position?
Hmm.
Initial position is 1, final position is 3. So we can, an x square, 2x displaced integration is basically x square
Yeah.
with limits 1 to 3. So we can write it as 9 minus 1, that is equal to 8 joule. So this is the work done by the force F in displacing from x is equal to 1 to x is equal to 3. दिस इज नॉट इक्वल टू वो वैसा नहीं था कि 6 minus to 4, that is actually twice of it.
Okay.
मतलब इसमें कोई डाउट तो नहीं, देखो हमने पहले बहुत छोटा वर्क डन निकाला
Hmm.
and we added all those छोटा छोटा work done together to get the bigger work done, the total work done, and that is necessarily integration of that thing.
Got it.
ठीक है, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है?
No.
So from here we got to know one more thing, कि if there is constant force, force is constant, then in that case work was equal to Fs cos theta, life was simple. And when
Yeah.
force becomes variable, life becomes difficult, and force is equals to F dot dx integration from initial to final position.
Hmm.
And for vector forces, we also know work is equals to F dot S, where S is the displacement vector and force F is the force vector, right?
Hmm.
So these all things we know, and we also know the two interpretations of this formula as well: Fs cos theta, F cos theta into S, and F into S cos theta, right?
Yeah.
Okay. अब हाँ, so
हम
now
ऐसा भी करते हैं, right? Like F is equal to 2x I cap. So at initial it's 2 I cap, right? F. And final is 6 I cap.
hmm.
So 6 minus 2 into 3 minus 1. We'll get the same thing. It's
6
basically
minus
finding the
4,
distance. 6 minus
minus 2
2,
into
initial 2 है, right? 6
हाँ.
minus 2 into displacement, which is 3 minus 1.
Okay, suppose I tell you कि हाँ अब okay, so displacement is from 5 to 7, x is equals
Okay.
to 5 to x is equals to 7, उसमें काम कर रहा है.
1, 5 to 7. Okay. And force is 2x.
हाँ, force is the same.
Okay, let's see. So starting with 10i, then it becomes 14i. 14 minus 10 is 4 into 2. It's 8.
And from the
And if
formula
we do, yeah, formula say
x square का
x
लिमिट
square.
लगा दो तो 5 to 7.
So 49 minus,
That is 24.
24.
Coincidentally इस range के लिए that came out to be same, but
Okay, got it.
तो
Okay.
ये तो हो गया clear I guess अब. And
Yep.
the different force formulas also, कि इस केस में क्या होगा, इस केस में क्या होगा. So there is one more important aspect. Force, and suppose this is x, this was f, and you were given the plot of force and x. That force at this x is this much and this x is this much basically. And if you were to calculate the work done from this, that would have been basically the work done by force F would have been the area under the curve, area under fx curve, है ना? Why? Because we already know इसको integration बोलते हैं work done को, and integration is basically the area under the curve. If this was initial x and this was final x, then the work done would have been the area between this. Simple.
What would the differentiation give? Like, what's the slope?
Differentiation. So differentiation would be df by dx.
Yeah.
df by d, okay. हाँ, तो बेसिकली क्या होता है ना, ये वैसे we are not taught till 12th as well, so
Okay.
that would be d by dx of m into a, right? अब m तो x पे
हाँ.
डिपेंड करता नहीं है, so m into dA by dx, or you can write it as m into d cube r by dx cube, क्योंकि a is basically d2 by dx of dx square of position, right? If I say this is a position, or
So what is R?
third derivative of the position. So rate of change of position is velocity, rate of change of velocity is acceleration, rate of change of acceleration, oh sorry, no, I've written is wrong. No, ये नहीं होगा बेसिकली, ये कोई डिफाइन नहीं होता है, दिस इज, ये कुछ नहीं होता है,
Okay.
दिस इज
Yep.
नॉट डिफाइंड टिल नाउ, आई डोंट नो, इसका कोई सिग्निफिकेंस नहीं है. व्हाट आई कंफ्यूज्ड इट विद, if it was df by
Won't it
dt,
give acceleration?
dA by dx, and a itself is v dv by dx. So dA by dx would be dv by dx squared plus v dv d2v by dx square. मतलब ये आज तक आई डोंट थिंक सो किसी ने आज तक यूज किया होगा. दिस इज, it doesn't look useful to me at all. dA by dx. But
Okay.
what I confused it with df by dt. df by dt क्या होता है? You can write it as d by dt of ma, m into
Hmm.
dA by dt, and you can write it as m into d cube r by dt cube, right? R is the position, because r is position, so
Hmm.
dr by dt would be velocity, rate of change of position.
Yeah. Yeah.
d2r by dt square would have been acceleration, that is the rate of
Hmm.
change of velocity.
Or then displacement.
Haan.
Okay. Huh. Okay.
This
Okay.
is defined as jerk.
Which chapter? Is it in
No, it is
11th?
not in, no, there is not, it is not mentioned anywhere. But still,
Okay.
मतलब पता होना चाहिए फिर भी कहाँ
Hmm.
यूज आ जाए, you don't. So what is jerk? Basically the sudden force that you feel. Suppose
Okay.
you are in a car and suddenly brakes are applied, so you feel a force, right, acting
Hmm.
towards the force. So that force is basically this. That is defined as jerk.
Got
It
it.
is the rate of change of force.
Hmm.
So ये होता है derivative.
Okay. अगर गाड़ी चल रही है and we apply the brakes, will it be positive work or negative work?
For brakes,
Brakes.
okay, so we have applied a brake. तो brake देखो क्या होगा, that would apply a force in the opposite direction of displacement. Brakes are necessarily used to decrease the velocity, right?
Hmm.
Force जो है brakes का, that would effectively be like a force backward, है ना? And your
Yeah.
car suppose would have been accelerating in the front. It should have been accelerating in the front. That is why you have applied
Hmm.
brakes.
Yeah.
Force ऐसा है, and car moves some distance, then only it stops, right?
Hmm.
So work done would have been negative क्योंकि force पीछे लग रहा है
हाँ.
and the displacement is in of the opposite direction,
Got it. ठीक है.
है ना?
Hmm.
ओके, तो ये वाला क्लियर हो गया कि
हाँ.
वर्क डन वुड बी द एरिया अंडर द ग्राफ, है ना?
Yeah.
अब लेट्स से इस पे एक क्वेश्चन है, you'd have to do that, सिंपल सा है. Suppose I give you force versus x का ग्राफ something like this. So this is 10 newtons, ऐसा है, and this is 5, x is equals to 5, this is x is equals to 10. So what would be the work done in this case if you are given an fx diagram?
Okay. 75 joules.
10 into okay, half into base into height. हाँ ठीक है, करेक्ट. अब now if I give you F is equals to 0.5x plus 10, this is the value of the force I cap along x direction. Now you would have to calculate what would be the work done if initial x was 2 meters and final x was 5 meters.
Okay. So 50.62 minus 21. That's the answer. How much ever that is.
50 point
62 minus 21. 29.62 approx. 30. That's the answer.
ठीक है, मैं आई डोंट नो द आंसर बट ठीक है.
Oh.
वही किया होगा ना, 0.5 into x square by 2 limits from 2 to 5 minus plus 10 times 5 minus 2,
Basically.
है ना,
Yep.
प्लस सिंपल. ओके. अब सपोज करो इफ f was equal to x square I cap plus 2y j cap, okay, and the body was displaced from 1 comma 2 to 3 comma 4, then what would have been the work done in this case? See, इसमें obviously no, there is variable forces, so we need to use integration. But would f dot dx work in this case? Would this be true?
What we can do is, I think, we do f dot dx 1,
हाँ,
f dot dy 1, then
हाँ.
do this square plus this square. That's the answer.
देखो बहुत सही किया था तुमने, मतलब बट देयर वाज वन डिफरेंस. स्क्वायर करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी बिकॉज वर्क इज अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी, राइट?
Oh. Then what do we do? Just add it up?
Yep, like scalars.
Okay.
You work
हाँ
you
अच्छा ठीक है ठीक
you add what is the work done along x-axis, that is f
है.
dot dx dot, you need to
Hmm.
do dot, remember that,
Hmm. Yeah.
and plus f dot dy and just add them.
ओके, सो अगर x का 5 हुआ, इसका 4 हुआ, so it's 9.
Yep.
That's the answer.
हाँ.
Got it. Okay.
So इसको formally how do we write? Work is equal to F vector dot dr vector. Okay, and it is integrated from initial position to final position, or you can simply write it as the force along x direction times the dx, है ना, and with the limits x initial to x final plus force along y dot d times dy from y initial to y final plus fz dz from z initial to z final. You can simply write it as this. This would work
Got it.
perfectly fine. You won't need to square it. It would be working perfectly fine. Squaring उसमें करते हैं when there is vector quantities involved.
Yeah, fine.
So एक बारी try करके देखो if मतलब
Yo,
बस एक बारी बताया ना what the expression that you get. Need not get into the perfect answer, exact answer.
I'm close itself. Just 1 second. Okay, without solving it, it's x cubed by 3 from the limits 1 to 3
Hmm.
and plus y square with limits 2 to 4.
सही है.
Whatever the answer for that is.
हाँ सही है. So बस इसमें मैंने ये बता ही दिया the formula that you would have to use. Then the logic behind it, that work is a scalar quantity, that is why we don't square it up, we just simply add it, like adding 3 plus 4, that won't be 5, that would be simply 7. So
Got it.
from here we can say the total work done, that is W, would be simply work done along x-axis plus work done along y-axis plus work done along z-axis, है ना. And if you would have done this, suppose in the case of suppose the ball that we were dealing with, now if you look at it from this perspective, suppose this was theta, है ना, and we know कि force was always horizontal, and if I was interested to calculate the horizontal work done, so that would have been horizontal force, that is Fx times the displacement along x.
Yeah. फिर
Fx we
सीधा आ
already know
जाता.
हाँ, the Fx we already know is F, and displacement along x direction is this, that was r sin theta, that
Yeah.
we found out, है ना, that has been r sin theta. यहाँ से कितना सिंपल हो गया, right?
Yeah.
So
Got it.
same चीज that we learned ahead, we used that in the examples that we did before, तो उसमें भी काम कर जा रहा है, that means that is perfectly fine. Now अब suppose करो if I give you that f is equals to minus x cube I cap plus y square j cap, then what would be the work done when I move it from 2,3 to 6,5? I guess कर ही लोगे, but फिर भी expression बता दो.
Okay. Okay. Minus x square. 1 second. Minus x square by 4. No, not x square. Minus x to the power of 4
By 4.
by 4 with limits 2 to 6 and plus y cube by 3, 3 to 5.
हाँ सही है. अब आता है the concept of conservative and non-conservative forces, कि what are conservative and non-conservative forces. कुछ idea है इसका?
No.
Okay, so force is a force, है ना? Conservative and
Yeah.
non-conservative depends on some factors, and where there are some things that it needs to satisfy to be conservative, है ना? And if it is satisfying those conditions, then obviously it is conservative. And if it is not satisfying them, it is non-conservative. So basically, the forces that are not conservative are non-conservative. As simple as that.
Okay.
So conservative forces, what are conservative forces? So conservative forces के लिए the work done by these forces, work done by conservative forces, first of all, it doesn't depend upon the path. And second, it depends only upon final and initial positions.
But isn't work done a path function?
Uh, I mean, it's f dot ds. So I mean, it's there's not explicit dependence whether it would depend on path or not. So that is why if it would have been depending upon the path, so there would have been no concept of conservative forces, right? And we will see that
Like,
कि ऐसा क्यों है.
like in
So
thermodynamics, we say it's path function.
work,
Work
okay,
in chemistry.
हाँ, so work is a path function, but conservative forces में, हाँ, in case of conservative forces, the total work done, है ना, would not depend on path. In general, work is a path function, but if in case you're dealing with conservative forces, that is not often the case in chemistry or मतलब the thermodynamics chapter that we deal in. So in that case, we generally say that it is not dependent on the path. So for conservative
Got
forces,
it.
it won't depend on the path. So what I
Okay.
mean by that कि अगर A है point यहाँ पे and there is point B, and if I move along this path, this is 1, and say if I move along this path, this is 2,
Yep.
and say if I move along this path, this
Okay.
is 3.
Work done is same.
Yeah, work done in moving from A to B, that is W1, say from path 1, that would be equal to, that would be equal for basically all the 3 paths for a conservative force.
Isn't it always a state function? Because it's force into displacement, right? अगर मैं A से B कहीं से भी जाऊँ, at the end of the day, it's the displacement. So it's same itself, right? So shouldn't it be state function?
वो कॉन्सेप्ट तुमने that you used in case of f is equals to 2x, right? तो उसमें क्या हुआ था? सी, मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ वो, चलो तुम्हारा सोचना सही है ना, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन दैट, बट देर आर सम फोर्सेस दैट यू डोंट नो ऑफ राइट नाउ कि उसमें वो बिल्कुल योर इंट्यूशन वुड ब्रेक, है ना, मतलब यू वुड बी शॉक टू सी दैट व्हाई इज दिस हैपनिंग,
Okay.
and the
Okay.
reasoning behind it, once you know that I mean, that would be so compelling that you would not believe any other thing as well after that. जैसे
Okay.
सपोज why conservative forces का क्यों है, why they are relevant, suppose we are dealing with gravitational force, okay, or we are dealing with spring forces, or in 12th you'll deal with electrostatic forces. There are some other forces as well that are in the aura of conservative forces. So all these forces are conservative forces. Why? अब suppose if I deal with gravitational forces as right now, so suppose there is a path, है ना, there is an incline with angle theta, है ना, there is a mass kept at the bottom, m, this length is l, Now I have two choices. Either I directly move from bottom to top. Okay, suppose I mark this as C, this as B, this as A. है ना?
Hmm.
I have two choices of path. This is first path directly from A to C.
Yep.
Second path is to move from A to B to C. Okay.
Okay.
Work done by, now finally I am reaching C from A, right? So
Hmm.
what would be the work done by gravity in both of these paths? For
Okay.
first path, देखो क्या होगा? For first path, what would happen? Okay, first path के लिए क्या होगा? mg नीचे लग रहा है. The displacement is in this direction
Hmm.
along the incline. This angle would be theta. This component would be mg sine theta.
Hmm.
Displacement is along top, है ना? And the force is down the incline. Work done would be negative. The total displacement is L. So work done by gravity in this case would be minus mg sine theta into L,
Yep.
right? For second path, I am moving from A to B to C. That would be,
Hmm.
since work is a scalar quantity, I can simply write work from work for second path would be equal to work from moving from A to B plus work done in moving from B to C. That would be the
Hmm.
total work done, right?
Hmm.
So work done in moving from A to B by gravity, the work done by
Zero.
gravitational force, कितना होगा?
Zero.
Right. This would be zero because दोनों perpendicular है. Displacement is towards x and that is towards y. Force. Work done when
Yeah.
moving from B to C.
Minus G into BC.
What is BC? Uh,
Okay.
that would be, अब ये L दिया था ना AC. BC would have
Hmm.
been sin theta component.
Yeah, sine theta is equal to BC by L. So BC is equal to L sine theta.
है ना?
Yeah.
L sin theta.
Oh, same.
Same आ
Okay.
गया, है ना? So you see अब ये path dependent नहीं आया. You are moving from different paths, but still the work done is same by gravitational force. So
Hmm.
ऐसा ही spring forces में भी होता है, and that is why studying them is really important because they possess some important characteristics.
Okay. Yeah.
और ये हो गया क्या? ओके. सो ये पता चल गया तुमको कंजर्वेटिव फोर्सेस क्या होते हैं, है ना? द वर्क डजंट डिपेंड अपॉन द पाथ एंड इट
Yeah.
डिपेंड्स ऑन द इनिशियल एंड फाइनल पोजीशन.
Hmm.
सो अगर मैं बोलूं, जैसा हमने बताया कि नो दिस इज नॉट एन एग्जांपल, सिंस वर्क डन डिपेंड्स अपॉन इनिशियल एंड फाइनल path, final position, sorry, not path.
Hmm.
So suppose karo, if initial position is equals to final position, what would happen in that case?
Zero.
जब
Work
work
done
done
is
would be
zero.
equal to zero.
Hmm.
So अगर मैं पहले initially A पर हूँ, from A I go to B,
Hmm.
from B I go to C, from C I go
And
to
then come
D,
back.
हाँ, from D I go to E, from E I go to F, from F I go to A वापस. So I traveled
Hmm.
all the way, है ना, in a closed path. So what does this
Hmm.
basically mean? Work done in a closed
Is
path
zero.
is zero for conservative forces.
Or if the path is open.
That then it won't be necessarily zero. It won't be zero basically. Suppose
what if I come to the same position?
then it would be 0. Initial and final position, if they are same,
Yeah.
then the work done would be 0.
Okay.
अब
Got it.
इसका एग्जांपल छोटा सा, सपोज यू हैव अ ब्लॉक दैट इज केप्ट ऑन द फ्लोर, है ना, एंड you raised it up by some height h. First you raise it up, so work done by gravity, how much would that be?
Minus GH.
mg भी तो होगा, m भी तो होगा, minus mg,
mg. हाँ, minus mgh.
है ना. Work done by
Yeah.
gravity in moving this block from ground to height h is minus mgh. अब ये ऊपर आ गया ब्लॉक एट एन हाइट h. नाउ अब इसको हम
अब
वापस
गिरा
नीचे
दो.
ले आते हैं. So what would be the work done by gravity in this case?
mgh.
mgh. So we have come to the initial position. So final position is initial position. So total work done in this case by the conservative force would be equal to 0, right?
Yeah, got it.
तो ये मतलब डाउट आता है जैसे इनिशियल एंड फाइनल पोजीशन आर सेम, ठीक है, सो दैट मींस द डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज 0, है ना. सो लोग क्या करते हैं, व्हाट दे थिंक अबाउट, कि जैसे ये वेक्टर क्यों बना दिया मैंने, so what they think about कि work done is f dot s, and they think initial position और final position the same है, s 0 है मतलब that is why work done is 0. But this is not the case. Suppose ये था एक मास, है ना, if I pull it with some force, है ना, and the ground has some friction, there is some coefficient of friction, but we know कि ये mass move कर रहा है, right?
Yeah.
So what would be the direction of friction? That would be backwards.
Yep. Yeah.
Now say I move from point A to point B. Work done by friction would be equal to minus nu n into AB, whatever would be the length of AB, है ना?
Yeah.
Now I move from B to A again. What would be the work done by friction in this case? Would it be nu n into AB? Friction would all
It
again
has to be.
No, देखो A से B move कर रहे हो, friction पीछे लग रहा है, right? When you are moving from B to A, again the friction is in the opposite direction, right? Friction would always oppose the motion.
Okay.
So in this
Yeah.
case, your force applied is towards A, from B to A, but friction would be in the opposite direction as it was before. So in this case also, the work done by friction would be nu n into AB. See, displacement is 0. In this case, final position is initial position, but work done by friction is not 0. Work done by friction would be minus 2 nu n into the whatever would be the length, right? So this concept की displacement 0 है तो work done 0 होना चाहिए, that doesn't hold in this case. Why
So the
it doesn't?
formula fails here.
No. Formula would work here. Why? See, this is in this case what is happening. So work is equals to f dot ds, है ना? You are saying that s is equals to 0, s vector. This is for the whole time, right?
Yeah.
You are moving from A to B, then you are moving from B to A again, right? तो एक सेकेंड,
हाँ.
तो इस केस में क्या होगा कि फोर्स इन मूविंग फ्रॉम ए टू बी, जो उसका डायरेक्शन है, दैट इज नॉट द सेम व्हेन इट इज मूविंग फ्रॉम बी टू ए, राइट? फोर्स का डायरेक्शन चेंज हो गया फ्रिक्शन का.
Yeah.
ये फॉर्मूला होल्ड करेगा तब भी, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन दैट.
But s is 0, right?
S is 0, right? The
So
total
anything into
displacement,
0 is
total
0.
displacement is 0. agreed, total displacement is 0, but that formula would have worked if you wanted to calculate the total work done by that, if in case force was also not changing. If force direction would have been the same, then in that case obviously the work done would have been 0, right? क्यों? क्योंकि जैसे अब सपोज करो ये रहता था मास, एंड इफ why do I consider mass? तुमने gravitation का एग्जांपल ले लिया, the direction of gravity is always downward, right? So
Yeah.
work done in that case, if displacement is 0, is always 0, but friction
Yeah.
का direction भी change हो रहा है, that is why work
Okay.
done in that case is not equal to 0.
Got it.
And इसमें क्या है, this is a non conservative force basically, है ना?
Yep.
That is why the if the initial and final position are the same, then the work done is not equal to 0 in this case, because it is a non conservative force. So what is a non conservative force? So non-conservative force, the force that is not conservative. The force which is not conservative is non-conservative force. Simple. You know what is a conservative force, but force that doesn't satisfy those conditions is a non-conservative force. Simple. So what does that mean? कि work done depend upon path. As we saw in case of friction. A friction में I'll take another example. And second point is, in a closed path, work done is not 0. जैसे HCV में एग्जांपल भी लिया है, सपोज ये टेबल टॉप है, इफ आई एम सीइंग इट फ्रॉम द टॉप, ऊपर से देख रहा हूँ, एंड देयर इज अ मास m kept here, this is position A, this is position B,
Yeah.
एंड सपोज मैं इसको मास को, एंड दिस टेबल टॉप हैज फ्रिक्शन, if I move from A to B in a straight line,
Yeah.
so friction force would be in the opposite direction, always in the direction,
Yeah.
किसी भी डायरेक्शन में अगर मूवमेंट हो रहा है, सपोज आई मूव here, friction would be opposite to it always, है ना?
Yep.
And the work done by friction would be simply nu mg times the whatever would be the this distance AB.
Yeah.
Suppose I take a different path, I move from A to C, then move from C to B,
Okay.
then in this case the work done would by the friction would be work done from A to in moving from A to C plus work done in moving from C to B,
Yeah.
and work done in moving from A to C would be some value, say अगर मैं इसको suppose right triangle भी ले लूँ, if I take it as a right triangle, this is 4, this is 5, oh, sorry, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, right? In case of a right triangle, in moving from A to B normal path से, the work done would have been equal to nu minus nu mg times 5
Yeah.
times displacement. In moving from A to C to B, work done would have been equal to minus nu mg times 7, क्योंकि A to C
Yeah.
move करने पर friction पीछे, and moving from B to C the friction would have been like this, right?
Yeah.
So total displacement is, total distance covered is 7 and this is 4, so दोनों different आ रहा है,
Yep.
so that
So
is
it
why
depends
friction
on
doesn't,
path.
हाँ, it depends upon path. And if you move in a closed path, suppose you move from A to C to B to A again वापस, so would the total work done by friction would have been equal to 0?
No.
That would have been equal to minus 12 nu mg, है ना?
Yeah,
So that is why there is a non-conservative force. These are the properties that a non-conservative force solve. Basically, the opposite of a conservative force.
got it.
So if we study it, if we summarize what we have studied in case of conservative and non-conservative forces. Conservative, non-conservative. First thing is work done in moving from initial position to final position along any path would be same, right? This won't be true in case of a non-conservative force, as we saw.
Hmm.
Second, no path dependent, not path dependent rather. This is path dependent.
Yep.
Closed path per work done is zero,
Hmm.
and closed path में work done is not equal to zero. Simple.
Yep.
Ab suppose I say that force F is equals to x I cap plus y j cap. ये force है.
Hmm.
Now you would have to tell me, is this a conservative force or not? ये conservative force है, non-conservative है, depends upon x, और
Depends upon why.
depends upon x and y suppose. चलो ठीक है, ये बहुत अच्छा वो ले लिया option. So
There's barely any details in the question.
see, ये ऐसे क्वेश्चन आ जाएंगे, ठीक है? एंड हाउ यू वुड हैव टू डू दैट, कोई भी फोर्स कंजर्वेटिव होने के लिए इफ एफ इज कंजर्वेटिव, इफ इट फॉलोज द फॉलोइंग, वो जो हमने डिटेल्स कंडेंस किया है, पार्ट डिपेंडेंस वाला है ना, इनिशियल फाइनल पोजीशन डिपेंड करता है, क्लोज पाथ का जीरो होता है, दैट कैन बी सिंपली कंडेंस्ड इन दिस फॉर्म. सपोज एफ में अगर ले दूं ऐसे, एफ एक्स आई कैप प्लस एफ वाई जे कैप प्लस एफ जेड के कैप ना.
Hmm.
So f is conservative if del fx by del y is equals to del fy by del x. Second, del fx by del z is equals to del fz by del x. And third, del fy by del x del z is equals to del fz by del y. ये
Aren't
तीन.
A and D the same thing?
What? A and
Point.
D,
Yeah.
conservative force and depends upon x and y.
Yeah. Acha, nahi. Yeah, technically. Because X and Y can be initial and final position, right? Technically. So it's the same point.
Hmm. True. Depend
Is
upon
there
y
is
कह
it a single answer question?
depend upon y.
Okay, depends upon Y.
Yeah, only depends upon x and only depends upon y.
So it's A or B.
It might be
It's
c also.
B.
Okay.
Is it B?
ये हाँ शायद आई गेस नॉन कंजर्वेटिव है, आई गेस, आई डोंट नो, बट लेट्स सी. तो ये क्या है, मतलब डेल डेल ये सब क्या है? सो व्हाट आर
Hmm.
दीज आर पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव बेसिकली. सो तुम्हारे लिए क्या है बेसिकली उसको समझने का, कि इफ यू आर सपोज गिवन एफ एक्स मैं तुमको दे दूं सपोज 3xy सपोज, ओके,
Hmm.
एंड इफ आई टेल यू कि इसको डिफरेंशिएट करना है ना, सो मैं क्या बोलता हूँ, डी एफ बाई डी एक्स बोलता हूँ ना. सपोज डी एफ एक्स बाई डी एक्स बोलूँ, वॉट इट वुड बी,
3Y.
3y. 3y प्लस 3x dy बाई डी एक्स, राइट.
How?
तुमको x के रिस्पेक्ट पे डिफरेंशिएट करना है. These are two variables, x and y. You would apply chain rule, right?
Oh, अच्छा हाँ, okay, there are two. हाँ, okay,
हाँ.
okay. Yeah.
तो हम क्या करते
You
थे,
have ideas.
व्हाट वी यूज्ड टू डू कि पहले हम एक को डिफरेंशिएट कर दिया, दूसरे को कांस्टेंट रख दिया, है ना. देन वी यूज्ड टू डिफरेंशिएट द सेकंड, उसको पहले को कांस्टेंट रख देते थे. तो डेल क्या होता है बेसिकली, सपोज आई से कि डेल एफ बाय डेल एक्स, del f by del y. If I say this, you would have to differentiate f with respect to y, है ना, keeping everything else in the expression, treating everything else in the expression as constant. ठीक है. सपोज यही था एफ एक्स में ले लूँ, एफ एक्स इक्वल टू 3xy ले लिया सपोज. सो del f by del x, del f by del y would have been equal to, that means you'd
3x.
have to differentiate f with respect to y, but treating everything as constant, everything else as constant, है ना. तो del f by del y basically means x को constant treat करना है, and you'd have to differentiate f with respect to y, that would be equal to 3x. Simple. Okay.
This is better than dx.
हाँ.
This is easier.
Exactly. तो इसलिए पहले it's a bit overwhelming कि partial ये क्या होता है, del del क्या हो रहा है, but it comes out to be handy, more better than normal derivative in terms of evaluating. So अब हमें दिया है f as एक्स आई कैप प्लस वाई जे कैप, है ना. तो टू इवेल्युएट इफ दिस इज अ कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स और नॉट, so we would have to first evaluate the first condition, if it is true or not. So
Okay.
del fx by del y, fx is basically x, and if you differentiate x with respect to y, so it would del f by del fx by del y would basically be equal to 0, right? It would treat x as constant,
Oh yeah.
है ना. And fy is y. So if you differentiate that with respect to x, treating y as constant, that would be equal to 0. है ना. So this is true. So first condition comes out to be true. Now second condition is del f by del z. There is no z component. So this is basically 0, right? There is no z
Oh,
component
so
in
it's
this case.
conservative. That's the answer.
Yep.
Okay.
So this force is conservative.
Okay.
Then suppose मैं एक example दूँ. Okay. Same question. You'd have to tell me whether it is conservative or not. But in this case, the force given to you is 3y I cap plus 3x j cap. Same question.
1 second. It's conservative.
Conservative है.
Isn't it conservative in all the cases?
All the cases, no. दिखाता हूँ रुको. I'll tell you an example of non-conservative forces in this form. तो अच्छा, तो del f by del fx by del y, that would be 0. No, that would be equal to 3. Del fx by del z, del fx by del y, sorry, है ना. हाँ. Del f y by del x is also equal to 3. Then first condition is true, and there is no y and z component, so there is no z component, so second and third condition are also true. So this is a conservative 4, yes, this is conservative. Okay, now f is equals to 3y I cap plus 4y j cap. Would this be conservative? अगर हम del fx by del y evaluate करें, that would be equal to 3.
हाँ.
Del fy by del y अगर evaluate करें, that would be 0.
4. Oh.
Del fy del x, right? If you differentiate this component with respect to x, keeping y constant, this would be 0.
Is it?
Differentiate 4y with respect to x.
वो अच्छा x तो है ही नहीं. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. The first condition ही false हो गया. First is not valid, so this is non-conservative.
So it's not. Okay.
See, I'll tell you a trick. मतलब जैसे del f by del x अगर तुमको evaluate करने को बोला हो ना, है ना, and f is a function of x, y and z. कुछ भी हो सकता है ना, in general we are treating it. So del f by del x, I haven't applied any substitute x or y for f. That basically means कि तुमको x के respect में differentiate करना है, and treating y and z constant. We denote it like this. If you're treating y and z constant, this means this. Okay.
Okay.
तो ऐसे अगर if I am evaluating del f by del fx by del y like this, है ना, so this inherently means that I am keeping x and z constants that I formally denote like this. है ना, तो बस यही चीज था. That would mean you'd have to differentiate 3y with respect to y, keeping x and z constants. Since there are no x and z's, you'd have to simply differentiate it with respect to y. This would be equal to 3. है ना? This
So
is
basically it's a, yeah, it's only conservative when all three are equal. That's it.
All three are equal.
हाँ.
All the three conditions hold basically.
No, when all three are equal, like 3x I cap plus 3x j cap plus.
No. नहीं, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है.
Okay.
Not necessary. बस ये three conditions जो है ना, जो लिखा है,
It should be true.
it should be true. हाँ.
Fine.
अब ओके, ये 2 क्वेश्चन में देता हूँ, ये होमवर्क में करना, ये इसमें थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा. f is equals to I cap plus 3y j cap. ठीक है, दिस एक्ट्स ऑन अ बॉडी, है ना, एंड एक पाथ फॉलो करता है बॉडी. ये 0 है. दिस इज ओरिजिन, दिस इज a, this is b, this is c, and it follows this path: o to a to b, b to c, c to o. O is 0 comma a, b is a comma a, c is a comma 0. You'd have to find the work done by this force F in moving along this path. Work done from moving from O to A to B to C. You'd have to calculate this. What would this be equal to? And your options would be 3A, B minus 3A, C 0, and D 1 by 3A.
So the force is non-conservative.
वो तुमको अगर अगर तुमको 0 दिख गया ना ऑप्शन में, there might be a chance the force would be conservative. See, since we are moving in a circle, है ना? Okay. A to O to A to B to C to O. I didn't write this. Initial or final position same है, right?
Yeah.
So if force comes out to be conservative, you won't have to evaluate force at moving from each part, है ना? O से A move करना, A से B, then B से C, then C से O. Work done along all these paths, you'd have to add up to get the total work done, है ना? But if you come to know कि हाँ ये force conservative है, then you can simply mark 0, है ना? You wouldn't have to do anything else. All your time would be saved in that case. So that is why ये concept में important होता है. अगर तुमको conservative force मिल जाए, then you can use those property and simply take this if this is correct. I don't remember if this is correct or not.
But अगर हम फॉर्मूला यूज करें डेल का,
हाँ,
then it will be non-conservative, right? It has
okay.
to be.
वो फॉर्मूला क्या था? del f by this is equals to del fy by del x, है ना? And all the rest was 0 because there is no z component in this case. So del f by del y, this is 0. del f, हाँ, तो इस केस में कंजर्वेटिव है, right? So you can directly mark 0, and your exercise would be to compute this, है ना, independently. You would first have to calculate O to A plus A to B, है ना, फिर plus B to C plus C to O. ये सेपरेटली कैलकुलेट करके ऐड करो and you would find this to be 0. ये
Okay.
तुमको करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि तभी you would get to appreciate कि हाँ how, मतलब ये कितना मतलब important था इंफॉर्मेशन कंजर्वेटिव नॉन कंजर्वेटिव फोर्सेस का.
Okay.
फिर एक और क्वेश्चन है, F इज इक्वल्स टू एक्स स्क्वायर आई कैप प्लस वाई जे कैप, है ना? दिस इज ऑल्सो एक्टिंग ऑन अ बॉडी, एंड सपोज ये ऐसा है सच दैट दिस इज पॉइंट ए, दिस इज पॉइंट बी, it is moved from this point to this point by 2 paths. This is first path, this is second path. ठीक है? Now the question is, which is correct? Work done in moving along first path is same as work done moving along second path. Work done first path वाला बराबर नहीं है. Sorry, ये तो गलत ऑप्शन हो गया. ये is greater than work done in moving along second path, or third, work done along first path is less than work done along second path. ये 3 options है.
Got it.
So ये दोनों क्वेश्चन कर लेना होमवर्क में, एंड आई होप नेक्स्ट टू नेक्स्ट क्लास तक मैं खत्म कर दूं वर्क पावर एनर्जी.
Okay. Got it.
अब मेरी खुद 12 बजे से क्लास है.
Oh, okay. So next class कब होगी?
संडे रखें, संडे के आसपास.
Sunday.
संडे को इवनिंग, आई गेस इवनिंग के टाइम,
Okay.
है ना?
इवनिंग के टाइम, हाँ ठीक है, संडे इवनिंग.
ओके
ठीक
फिर.
है. थैंक यू. सी यू
bye.
लेटर. बाय.
हाँ, बाय.